Hi DMsters! Welcome back to FamiliaDM. My name is Janice. I'm Mrs. DM. And for today's vlog, I will be sharing with you the step-by-step procedure on how we obtain a tourist Schengen visa here in the Philippines. So first, let's define ano ba yung Schengen visa. Schengen visa refers to the EU passport-free zone that covers most of the European countries. It allows a person to travel to any members of the Schengen area for stays up to 90 days for tourism or business purposes. And these are the Schengen countries. The very first thing that you have to know is kung saang Europe countries ka mag-a-apply ng Schengen visa. So, yung consideration is, first, if you will be visiting multiple EU countries, kung saan ka mag-stay ng mas mahaba. Or, kung saan yung entry point mo. So, in our case, since mas mahaba kami magsistay sa France, that's why we are applying in French Embassy. Yan. So, first, punta tayo dito sa website na ph.ambafrance.org. And then, punta tayo sa Visa Wizard. So, ito, we will determine ano-ano ba yung mga requirements na ipapasa natin. Kasi, FYI, for Schengen visa, hindi siya nire-require ng interview. So, all you have to do is to submit these documents. And then, hintayin mo lang siya if approve or not on a specific day na ibibigay nila. Ayan. Medyo thrilling kasi nakakakaba actually pag pumunta ka na doon to get your passport. Kasi unlike in US, diba, in US application or visa application sa US, alam mo na agad kung approve ka or hindi. Kasi pag hindi ka approve, isusoli sa'yo yung passport mo after the interview. Tapos kapag approve ka naman, ikikip nila yon. Ang difference lang, hindi mo alam kung single entry or multiple yung ibibigay sa'yo. So yan, balik tayo sa website. So for pagpunta nyo ng visa assistant, it will ask you for the nationality. So, Filipino. Kung meron kang French spouse, your age. Tapos, do you join or travel with a family member from European Union country? And place of submission of application sa Philippines. And then, visa type. Kasi merong short stay, which is less than 90 days. Meron ding long stay, which is more than 90 days. And then, ano yung main destination? So, in our case, France. Issuing authority of the travel documents sa Philippines, tapos what type of passport you have. Just have to click on search. Ayan. And then, once you click on search, makikita mo dito, there's a question about your plans. So, ano ba yung type of stay? So, tourism, and main purpose of stay is tourism, and then search. So dito makikita natin ano-ano yung mga requirements that we have to present. So the very first requirement would be, of course, your passport. Meron dapat siyang 2 blank pages, and the validity is at least 3 months longer than the date of which you intend to leave the Schengen area. So, kung dapat hindi pa siya mag-expire within 3 months. And then, another requirement is ID photograph. Normally naman, when you go to the studio, you just have to say, for Schengen visa, alam na nila yung sizes doon. The purpose of travel or stay, this is a reservation confirmation of an organized trip or any document describing the planned program. Akin, ang ginawa ko, so, I reach out to travel agency, ito, sa JVLA. So, my college friend is one of the owner. Very helpful sila. Number 1 rule is hindi dapat muna kayo mag-purchase ng ticket up until confirm or issued na yung visa sa inyo. Kasi, lalo na there's no cancellation, wag niyo muna i-confirm. That's the number 1 rule. So, yung sa travel agency, nag-o-offer naman sila ng mga tickets on hold lang. Tapos there's just a very minimal fee that you have to pay. Normally, if yung Senate na interview is, let's say, tomorrow, kailangan at least a day, tsaka kayo magpapabook. Kasi ang cancellation normally is 1 day. Then, apart from the reservation, you also have to provide the day-to-day itinerary. So, that includes what are the activities that you will do in EU countries, ano-anong mga places yung i-visit nyo, and for how long. So, ang nakalagay sa detailed itinerary would be the country, the places that you will visit, the length of stay, and then the accommodation or the hotels, included yung phone number. So I'll be providing a sample here, and if you would like to get a copy, then you can just comment down below, or you can reach me at my email. Another is the travel health insurance. So for the travel health insurance, dito ako kumuha ng insurance. It's in Europe Assistance. So, for Europe Assistance, ang nire-require naman na travel insurance is worth 30,000 euro. So, 30,000 euro coverage for hospitalization, for death. Nakulugod naman sana. Pero it's always a requirement for Schengen visa. Let's take a look at how much for today. Papakot mo siya. You have to indicate ano yung travel date. So, let's just say, mag-sample lang tayo ng dates. Yan. So, just input the country of residence. Tapos, makikita mo na yung price. So, makikita mo, price for one person is 30 euro. Ito na kasi yung pinakamurang nakita ko. So, kasi when I travel, I also do DIY and make it a point na ma-check kung saan ako mas makakatipid. So, meron ibang mga travel insurance, but this one is very affordable. Ayan. You just have to fill out the form, personal information. Sobrang dali niya, walang hassle, kasi it will be sent to your email. And then, all you have to do is to print it. Ito na yung ipapakita mo sa embassy. Ayan, yung insurance. So, very, very easy. Now, in case, knock on wood na, paano kung hindi na-approve yung visa mo, knock on wood? So, meron naman silang cancellation option. When you go to the FAQs, you just have to email them. So, ito, email mo lang sila stating that your visa was not granted. And then, i-refund naman sila on the payment method that you use. Kasi on my case, I use my credit card to purchase. Very, very hassle-free. The next, after travel health insurance, you also need to provide accommodation. So, it should be a reservation of a hotel that you will be staying with. In my case, I booked it sa agoda.com. For agoda.com, meron silang mga ino-offer doon na free cancellation for 30 days. So, yun lang yung hahanapin ko. So, ayan. Diyan ako nag-book ng mga sample hotels. Ayan. So, for booking naman, if you will ask for booking ng travel or for booking ng accommodation, it doesn't necessarily mean na kung ano yung sasubmit mo sa agency or sa embassy is yun na talaga yung pinaka-itinerary mo. No, pwedeng magbago yung hotel, pwedeng magbago yung flight, pero very minimal for flight ha. Kasi kung ano yung in-indicate mo na date mo dun for traveling, yun yung lalagay mo sa visa mo, of course. So, you have to make sure na tama yung days dun. Next is funds. So, very important that you also have to present, of course, statement of accounts, bank statements, pay slips. Ako, in my case, I secured a bank certificate. So, very important, of course, kasi we have to determine that we have enough funds to travel. Kung tatanungin nyo kung how much ba talaga dapat yung amount na nasa account, it depends. Ilan ba kayong magta-travel, how long you will be traveling, is at least you have, diba, enough, sufficient money to travel. Yung basically, that will sustain yung amount ng everyday expenses, which includes food, diba, your hotel, course, your ticket, and ano-ano ba yung mga activities na included dun sa travel mo. Of course, that's if you will be visiting theme parks, museum, you also have to consider yung mga entrance fees. You will ask me, magkano ba yung laman ng account ko when we travel to Europe? Nasa 6 digits siya. It's a pretty decent amount for the two of us, yung daughter ko and me. And then, lastly, you have to have yung social-professional situation. Ang inclusion niyan would be employment contract, certificate of employment, or if you're employed. So, hingi lang kaya sa company nyo na specify doon that is for Schengen visa travel. Yan. Kompleto, dapat nandun yung details of your position, of your salary. Yan yung kailangan for that. And if you're not employed, then you can present yung business permit nyo or anything pertaining to your business. You have to have the means to travel, and you also have to have the capacity. March 2021, yung amount of visa application for short stay is 4,706. That is the amount that you have to pay when you apply. After mong kompleto yung mga requirements needed, the next thing that you have to do is to fill out ka ng application form. First off, kailangan mong gumawa ng account dito sa website. And then you have to log in. So after logging in, gagawa ka na dito or mag-fill out ka na ng form. Ano mo lang all the information needed. That includes, of course, your passport details, all the pertinent information about your travel. And then, after mong i-fill out yung form, you are ready now to set an appointment. So, sa pagsiset na ng appointment, you also do that on the website. Mabibigyan ka ng schedule. Once you are given the schedule, all you have to do is to go to the embassy. French embassy partnered with VFS Global. They are located in 30th floor, the World Center, sa HV de la Costa, sa Makati. So, when I arrived there, ang unang-unang hihingi ni guard is yung form mo. Checking if you have the appointment, and you have to be there at least 30 minutes prior to your appointment. And pagpasok mo doon, you just have to wait for your name to be called. In my experience, I waited for at least 1 hour. Tawag sa'yo, there are corresponding numbers, yung mga windows din. And then, once your name is called, you just have to provide yung documents. By the way, since I traveled with my daughter that time, my daughter is 7 years old. Hindi na kailangan ng personal appearance niya. So, ako na lang yung nagpasa on her behalf. So, dala ko lahat ng documents that we have. Yung people from VFS will get all the requirements. Yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. So, you also have to print yung requirements na pinakita ko kanina. That page is printable for their checklist. So, papagsunod-sunod nila yun. Then, if you are missing one document, like yung nakita ko yung sa mga kasabay ko, they won't really process. You have to have it. Or they will ask you if you would like to submit it kahit incomplete. Of course, better chances of getting it approved kapag kompleto. Ayan, yung iba pinapabalik, no? Or yung iba, they have to secure it as balik sila. Pwedeng same day, pwedeng different day. I'm not just so certain kung another appointment will yun. Share with you, since my daughter is 7 years old at that time when we travel, kailangan niya rin pala ng financial support letter. So, since I don't have it printed, I just wrote it there. Very simple lang naman, nakalagay lang naman doon that I am the mother and I will be shouldering all the expenses of my daughter. So, yun yung nakalagay. And then, i-check din nila. But remember, there's an itinerary. So, apart from the ticket that you secure from the travel agency, kailangan mo rin gumawa ng itinerary mo. So, saan-saan ka pupunta. And that actually will determine kung gaanong kahaba yung visa validity na ibibigay. For example, like in my case, we only apply yung itinerary that I have created is for 10 days only. So, we were granted a 15-day visa, multiple visa. So, for others, let's say for you, if you plan to travel for 30 days, then you have to indicate it there. Again, you have to consider yung resources nyo, the amount of money that you have, and also considering din yung leave. Actually, I also printed pala yung request ko for the leave in my company. At that time, since it's sem break, I also secure school requirement for my daughter na enrolled siya sa school at that time. And it's only sem break. So, yun pa yung mga extra requirements that I have provided. Pagpasa ng requirements, cashier na yung susunod. You also have to wait for your name to be called. Babayaran mo na yung visa fees. And they also have a processing fee, apart from the visa fees collected for French embassy. So, that time, the processing fee of VFS was 1,500. On top pa yun. You will also ask kung ipipick up ba yung passport. Pero if you wanted to be delivered to you, babayaran mo pa rin yung courier. So, may extra fee din. And also, if you want to know the status, via SMS kung kailan for pick up na yung passport mo, meron din siyang bayad for SMS. Ayun. During that time, I think 100%. So, I avail of that service. Waiting game na lang, hoping and praying that your application is approved, of course. And then, after a day, so the following day, they texted that it's already in French embassy for review. And then, after 2 days of sending and submitting the requirements, and naka-receive na ako ng text that the passport is ready for pick-up. So, after 2 days yun. Ang pick-up ng passport is in the afternoon. So, ganun din, pila ka lang, you have to show yung resibo. Again, make sure guys, nadala nyo. Kasi hindi i-release yung passport if you don't have that. Tsaka yung message showing that for release na yung passport nyo. So, pila lang kayo dun sa window. So, separate siya. Yung application nasa kabilang side. The other side is for pick-up of passport. Tapos, naka-sealed siya. Sealed siya. Kasi ako, pick up na lang para mas depend. Tsaka malapit lang naman sa office. So, thank you, Lord. When I open it, approve. So, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope na natulungan ko kayo on the step-by-step procedure of how to apply for a Schengen visa. And pag meron kayong mga questions, you can actually comment down below and I will answer them as soon as I read them. Merong hindi malinaw na na-explain ako dito, you can comment. I will also leave my email kung meron kayong help. Maybe you need help dun sa cover letter, you can always email. So, thank you guys for watching. Until our next vlog. Bye!